Modern hustle culture operates on a specific lie. It suggests that if you just grind harder, sweat more, and never stop moving, you will eventually outrun the friction of normal life. Many founders chase this by filing an LLC and commissioning a sleek logo. They tell everyone they are finally entrepreneurs. But a registered name and a bank account are merely administrative markers, not proof of ownership. In reality, most people simply quit their corporate 9-to-5 to become their own most demanding, micromanaging employer. The calendar tells the real story. Every task, from answering client emails to packaging the product, still requires your hands on the keyboard. You are trading physical hours for pennies, building a role with no leverage and no scalable value. The breaking point usually appears on the first Saturday you spend away from your desk. If the operation fractures the moment you look away, the business does not actually exist yet. A business dependent on its founder's daily physical presence is a liability. It is a trap with your name on the door. Moving beyond this requires a change in focus. A professional is skilled at executing tasks and optimizing performance inside an existing system. An owner's specific job is to design that system from scratch. Systems thinking organizes the chaos of manual effort into a rigid framework. At the peak, one clear offer solving a specific problem. The middle layer targets one hyper-specific audience. Finally, the base anchors the model, one highly repeatable delivery method. Maintaining this architecture requires documenting every workflow and protecting focused work hours from the friction of minor daily interruptions. When software or standardized workflows handle the volume, the relationship between your time and your output finally uncouples. By intelligently automating repetitive tasks, the business can expand its capacity without demanding more of your physical life. Without this transition to an operational system, a founder is forced to rely on sweat rather than structure. You end up solving the same problems manually every day, leaving no room for growth. Building for the long term requires viewing the operation as a series of cold financial inputs and outputs. The business must be managed as a machine, stripped of the emotional weight of a personal project. This starts with financial hygiene. Tracking every dollar of income and expense from day one allows for objective decision-making, provided there is a permanent, absolute boundary between personal and business accounts. This chart illustrates the metric that dictates survival. While the massive hollow bar of gross revenue looks impressive, it is the dense block of actual profit margin that pays for growth. If that smaller block isn't solid, the business is failing. Once the numbers are visible, you must act. Waiting for complete certainty is usually just analysis paralysis. In a moving market, the cost of waiting often outweighs the cost of a corrected mistake. Deploying small ideas into the real world provides a high-speed data shortcut. When the market provides feedback, it reveals exactly where the system needs adjustment, without the need for guesswork. True ownership is the act of managing a strict financial entity driven by market data. It means letting the math dictate the next move, regardless of personal ego or emotional attachment to the original idea. Once the systems are built and finances are clinical, you hit one final bottleneck to scaling. It is the constraint of your own mental timeline. An amateur is often focused on surviving the next few weeks, looking for immediate spikes in cash flow. An owner's timeline is engineered around years of consistent performance. Looking at this graph, the path to wealth becomes clear. These erratic spikes represent short-term inspiration that repeatedly crashes to zero. Real wealth follows a smooth, exponential curve of persistent effort. Comparing your day 1 to a competitor's year 10 optimization is a destructive mistake. Stay on your curve until compounding takes over. This requires moving from the role of a worker to the role of an architect. Your focus shifts from completing the daily checklist to building the mechanism that makes the checklist unnecessary. Ownership is the creation of equity. It's the act of building an asset that generates results even when you're not there. Build the machine, or spend your life working for someone who did.